From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
Today is August 5th, 2026. You are listening to Deep Dive.
And I'm Jonah. We are looking at a moment that set the stage for the modern world map, though it started with a very small step onto the rocky shores of Newfoundland.
That step occurred in 1583. Sir Humphrey Gilbert, an adventurer and half-brother to Sir Walter Raleigh, sailed into what is now St. John's Harbor. He wasn't there for the fishing. He was there to claim the land for Queen Elizabeth I.
It is striking to consider, Michael. This was effectively the birth of the British Empire. Before this, England was a secondary power behind Spain or Portugal. By claiming Newfoundland, Gilbert established the first formal English colony in North America.
While the colony itself struggled, it represented a permanent shift in English policy towards settlement rather than seasonal resource extraction or raiding. It was the necessary precursor to everything that followed in the 17th century, from Jamestown to Plymouth.
The atmosphere must have been incredibly tense. Gilbert had to convince a harbor full of international fishing vessels that this territory now belonged to the Queen. It was a bold geopolitical power play.
The story ends tragically for Gilbert. He died on the return voyage when his ship, the Squirrel, was lost during a storm. Yet his claim remained, and the groundwork for a global empire was laid right there on the coast. Regarding bold explorers, today is also the birthday of a man who took exploration to a different level. Neil Armstrong was born on this day in 1930. Armstrong is a household name for good reason. As the commander of Apollo 11, he became the first person to walk on the moon in 1969. He had a steady composure, Jonah, which was vital when he had to manually pilot the lunar module away from a boulder-strewn landing site. He was the ultimate professional. But he is not the only giant born today. If we look toward 19th century France, we have Guy de Maupassant, born in 1850. He is the godfather of the modern short story. Maupassant's work is fascinating because it is grounded in realism and often quite dark. His story Boule de Suif, set during the Franco-Prussian War, is a masterpiece of social commentary. He had an uncanny ability to capture the complexities of human nature in just a few pages. From literature to the hardwood, our third birthday belongs to Patrick Ewing, born in 1962, a Jamaican-American icon who defined an entire era for the New York Knicks. He was an absolute powerhouse at center. Ewing's presence on the court was like a weather system. He dominated the paint, led the Knicks to 2 NBA Finals, and was an 11-time All-Star. Even without a championship ring, his legacy as one of the greatest centers is set in stone. It is a heavy-hitting lineup for August 5th. But before we go, we have a fact that sounds like a viral stunt from today, but it actually happened exactly 100 years ago, in 1926. You were talking about Harry Houdini. On this day in 1926, he performed one of his most grueling feats of endurance. He was sealed inside an airtight coffin and submerged in the swimming pool of the Hotel Shelton in New York City. People thought he would run out of air in minutes, but Houdini stayed submerged for 91 minutes. He was trying to debunk a performer named Rahman Bey, who claimed to use supernatural powers to survive in a similar coffin. Houdini wanted to prove it was a matter of controlled breathing and physical discipline. After an hour and a half underwater, he emerged exhausted, but alive. It shows how he mastered the intersection of science, performance, and willpower. Whether it is claiming a continent, walking on the moon, or surviving in a coffin, August 5th is a day for testing limits and establishing new frontiers. It sure is. I am Michael.
And I'm Jonah. For more daily history, visit deepdive.neuralnewscast.com. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today.